Hello. Most of my early life, my childhood, was spent around sheep. The reason being was that most of my school holidays I spent down with my grandparents, and my grandfather was a shepherd, as was his father before him. Accompanying him, I was able to see all the different aspects of caring for sheep and the dedication that was required to make sure that the flock were thriving. Sometimes I'd just go and stand by the gate with him as he cast his eyes over the sheep, looking out and checking that they were all right, making sure there were no lame ones or no sheep were in trouble for any reason. Other times it would be going out into the field and seeing him building enclosures with hurdles, with hay and straw for the sheep to give birth to their lambs. Sometimes it meant he had to stay out in the fields looking after and guarding them all night. Other times it meant bringing them back to the family home, checking them over, putting them by the fireside to keep them warm, and sometimes feeding them milk from the baby's bottle. Sheep rearing and caring for the lambs meant real dedication. Other times it would be down by the old barn, watching them being shorn at the shearing time. Other times it would be watching them dipped one by one as they were disinfected in the wash pool. Naturally, this was very ingrained in my upbringing, and so when we had to choose a Christmas present for my grandson, we brought him a model Ram Rover with a sheep trailer, a shepherd and sheep, and he's loved that gift. Every time he comes to see us, he wants that one out for us to play with. It's interesting, isn't it, that in the Bible the shepherd and his sheep often come up as themes. Familiar verses are Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. John chapter 10 talks about Jesus being the good shepherd. And Luke 15 talks about the lost sheep. I came across a lovely verse in the scriptures the other day that summed up for me how Jesus looks after us as his sheep and cares for us. It's in Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 11, and it speaks of his love and his tenderness. This is what it says: He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers his lambs in his arm and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young. How comforting it is to know that we're held close to God's heart because he loves us.